is going to be like for people watching on other platforms.
For all our fans at home.
Mm-hmm. I really wish my parents would change up the art.
Oh, wow. I can see the live stream then.
Oh yes, just remember to mute it. I
can see the live stream.
Everyone mute the stream.
No, sorry.
Mute the stream. I had it unmuted too. I'm not
I unmuted. I also had my stream unmuted. Guys.
Me too.
It was all of us.
I also had my stream unmuted.
Someone still has it though.
I just had to do it again. But now
Okay, now it seems good. Yeah, no Ian talking right after real Ian talks. So we should do a recap because we haven't played in a long time. I'm sure you guys say what?
I have to open my coffee shop notes that I took.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are important. Even though you guys are sort of like not at your coffee shop right now, you are like in a scary dungeon.
Oh right. Yeah, I do need a recap.
Yeah. I'm just like, I could do what would be like, we haven't played in so long, it feels like. Should I do a recap, like a really quick recap of everything leading up to where we are now, and then a slightly better explanation of where we are now? Or should I just do like maybe like, season 2 recap?
Probably just the season 2 recap.
Season 2 recap sounds good. So yeah, because I think we've only played like 3 times in season 2. This will be the 4th. Actually, I take it back. It looks like this is the 5th time we've played. So you guys ended up finally getting out of Intern Purgatory, and you climbed through a long tunnel. And when you got to the end of the tunnel, you were greeted by intern Monica, who claims that she is like a disgraced M-level employee, which you guys don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty fancy, I think. And she is your manager at a coffee shop called Americano Cano in a level of Tough Guy Mountain called Americanotopia. And you guys met intern Monica a bit. You met intern 3D Pooh, who is a holographic barista who's kind of holding down the shop. And you guys visited all sorts of exciting, exotic cafes, and eventually came up with a really cool cafe design system where you distribute paper sailor hats to people, and a cannon shoots coffee into them as soon as they put it on their head. And thanks to some great, design and coding, it actually works really well, and there hasn't been anyone getting like scalded with coffee, because that seems like it would be a pretty dangerous design flaw in my mind. Anyways, intern Monica seems to kind of let you guys do whatever you want with the cafe as long as you fulfill these little like missions that she gives you and what she wants you to do. She doesn't actually seem to care that much about the coffee shop choices you make, but she wants you to go on these like missions to steal intellectual property for her. And that seems to be the only thing she cares about. Whenever you guys like make decisions with the cafe, she's like, sure, great, love it. Yeah, keep it up. You guys are fabulous, beautiful. And she gave you like a list of IP to get. And the first one was at this cafe called the Mud Puddle. So if you remember journeying to the Mud Puddle, I believe intern Stan and intern Shmi went in first, kind of one in after the other, and then the rest of you followed behind. Also, if I mess up who did what, let me know. But intern Curse, intern Cash, and intern Johnny all went in together second after getting like approached and coerced by intern Carpet, who is like the sheriff around these parts. Do you guys remember that?
No, but
so I'll go over the last like the chunk of time right before you got into the mud puddle. So you guys approached the mud puddle, and it was like this cafe that was a giant puddle of mud, and like an holographic intern would like come out of the mud and take your order, and there was like executives kind of rolling around in the mud and enjoying it like it was some sort of watering hole. And intern Stan went over because he had an indication that there was like maybe an intern Stan's working there, so he thought that he'd be the best like scout type, but that they might mistake him for another intern Stan. You know, as if people in this narrative universe are not used to, you know, confusing intern Stans. Like, you know, that's something that we all have to get used to in this world. So intern Stan went in first by himself, and then Shmi, do you remember? Because you also went in before everyone, but not like you went in after Stan, but you didn't ever find Stan.
No, but I found Esther.
Yeah, that's where you guys ended off. I'll definitely get there. Great memory though. 5 points for intern Shmi. The other three of you, Cashew, Curse, and Johnny, you were like watching this go down. Like, so all of this just happened over the course of like 5 minutes. And while you were watching, this like tall woman came up to you and introduced herself as Intern Carpet, and said she noticed that you guys were watching and asked you sort of what your interest was. And you remember that Intern Monica warned you about Intern Carpet, and that she's again like kind of the sheriff, and like, please don't get caught going on these IP missions by Intern Carpet. However, Intern Carpet seemed quite okay with you guys going on this mission. In fact, she sort of like, what's the word for this? Like she kind of like co-opted you into service. She's like, go on this mission, but you owe me this information. If not, you're going to get in trouble. So the three of you, Cashew, Johnny, and Curse specifically, are like, you know, kind of her like cat spa right now. Or like, at least you are owed, you owe her some sort of information. What you guys end up doing with that is totally your call, and that will play out later. As soon as you went down into the mud puddle and, you know, tricked the holographic intern to get down there, which I don't think was too hard, or you didn't have a hard time with it, you found yourselves all separated, like all by yourselves in like different little cells. Now, so I'll start with Kat. Kat, you, or like Cashew, ended up finding like a key of some kind, and you used your powers to turn it into a piece of IP and use that to unlock the door and get out of your cell. And then you unlocked another door, and you found, somewhat confusingly, Intern Carpet. And Intern Carpet is like, I'm the real Intern Carpet. I've been like locked down here for a while. Like, please help me get out. The one on the surface is an imposter. So that's at this point, that's information that only you have. Cashew. Is Kat talking?
Sorry, I muted us.
We were walking down the hall, and then there was like some sort of weird, like we got transported or something is kind of like the last thing or like there was some sort of trick to our physical location.
Yeah, generally this goes for everyone who, at least people who got out of a room. There was a feeling of like, you weren't just getting out of a room. Like it's possible that it's like whatever like kind of maze you're in, it's like moving around, or you're being like transported. So it's like, it might not be as simple as you exited a room and walked down a hallway. Like you could tell something was sort of off about that, but there's nothing you can really do with that information at this point. And yeah, Kat, I mean, we'll, like when we get to your turn, we'll jump more into the specifics, but you were specifically in a situation where you could like hear stuff coming from behind different doors, and we're like about to decide what to do with that. And it was like you with Intern Carpet. Intern Carpet claims she's been like locked in this room for she doesn't know how long. And Kat, I think you also were like, you noticed you were like losing battery power.
What?
Yeah.
Glad you reminded me of that.
More on that when we get to your turn. Gonna jump down to Jonathan. You had not gotten out of your room yet. You see, and you were using code to try to get out of the room. You had like fashioned a key, and I think it didn't. Oh yeah, okay. Here's what happened. You fashioned a key out of code, and the key worked, but it just opened up into an identical room with another keyhole that looked slightly different. Like your key won't work in this one. So yeah, Jonathan, you were kind of. Do you like remember or have any other questions about your scenario? You were still pretty stuck.
I vaguely remember that, but that makes sense.
Jumping up to Stan, you were like faced off. You didn't encounter a brand, but you felt a brand's presence, and it had sort of overcome you with feelings of. Where is it? Brand. Someone's got like someone's got a lot of feedback right now, or at least.
Yeah. Do you have headphones, Esther?
I'll try with headphones. 1 second. Sorry about that.
Sam, you are feeling crippling self-reflection, the emotion. My friends have abandoned me, the idea. And the color was glowing black fog. And I think you'd like done some like brand analysis, and there's also like a crescent moon shape. So there's like some sort of like brand that's kind of like dominating you right now.
And what's going on in the
For some
game?
reason, my headphones don't seem to work sometimes when plugged in, but I'm gonna try.
Sorry, what did you say, Sam?
And what's going on in the game?
The same. I try to keep your story just like your life story.
Rice itself.
I know that you like really struggle with imagination, so I keep it really simple.
I appreciate that.
And that's, for the rest of you that didn't understand why I kept making Stan's mom just, like yell stuff down to you every now and then. That's why. It's just to keep Sam well, like, habituated.
Not everyone can be a creative, and some people just have to be cogs in the machine to keep it going.
Yeah. This is the story of Stan's life that we're doing. So I'm glad you all have agreed to do this role play.
It helps me remember what I did earlier today to do it again.
Esther and Maya, you have now met up. Esther, you had and Esther also okay, Shmi, you were led to Curse by Milady Green Vapors.
Yeah.
And
we were also
Esther,
chased by somebody.
do you remember who chased you?
No, they might have been red.
Yeah.
And like a monster.
You're running away from you're running away from like a woman in like a red coat, a red hat.
Yeah.
But you didn't actually interact with her, if I remember correctly.
She said something to us, but Lady Green Vapor said she was dangerous and wanted us to go.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just gonna quickly grab a beer. 1 second.
Yep. And yeah, so how we'll start today is that we're gonna do you guys are split up now, but we'll hopefully be slowly coalescing into larger groups. We're gonna start with Shmi and Curse because they're together, and then we're gonna do Kat and John kind of at the same time. Then we're gonna do Stan, who is kind of in his own kind of situation right now. I did want to go over just one way of thinking about the rules, just because you are being dropped into the situation. It might feel like you don't have like tools to know what to do. And like as I work on this game, I think about like the rules and how to make it work better all the time. And so I wanted to grant each of you or like some of you have already been doing this, but I want to make it like a more concrete power that you each have. And so this matters specifically for 3 characters and then uniquely for 1 character, and then not at all for 1 power, but I'm going to explain why. So like you guys all remember like the 6 streams, and that's like the magic system in this game. And each of you right now are like good at 1 of the 6 streams and can't use any of the other ones. All of those 6 streams are also like pretty much the like raw resources of what this world you're in is made out of. So everything that you find in Tough Guy Mountain or in the Brandscape is made out of brand matter or holography or viral energy, or also known as Vire. And then or the physical like world as it's sort of like bound together is bound together by code. And then SecOps, which none of you are, and intellectual property are more like ways of mediating all of those natural resources. So for the ones of you who have like primary resources, so like Sam with brands, Esther with Vire, and Maya with holography, you guys have to treat your powers like you're kind of like working with a resource that is in the world. So like when you come across holography or Vire or brand, that's kind of like your time to shine. And you'll have a harder time like working against the other stuff. Like the things interact with each other, but problems are harder to solve. So an important thing you like need to be able to do in the game is like know what the like stuff you're dealing with is. So because of that, like Esther, Sam, and Maya, and you should write this in your character sheet if you don't have it in there already, like you have like detect brand matter, detect Vire, or detect holography. Maya, for you, that's like a specifically important skill because like obviously you guys don't know when things are holograms, and you'll deal with something very differently if it's a hologram or if it's like something more physical. Esther, like viruses are often like disguised as something else, or they're in something and infecting it. So like being able to detect Vire is like should be kind of like a go-to when you guys are in problem solving mode. And same with Sam. Though Sam, I think you actually did in the last campaign specifically detect brand matter and figure out what the brand was that was causing you difficulties. Now, Jonathan, code is like not really a resource. Like it's like, but it like in some ways it's like not a naturally occurring resource in this world. But it is like all the stuff that Tough Guy Mountains makes is made out of code. So in some ways, more than any other character, like a code, like a cipher, as they're called, is able to like, affect the natural world by manipulating its code. So like you should like think of the like coder as like kind of like when you think of in like anime or TV shows, people who like manipulate like natural resources. That's how you like can manipulate the physical world. However, when it's not the physical world, when it's brand matter or viral energy or holography, it's very difficult for the coder. But I wrote this like stupid thing that I won't read the whole thing of, but like ciphers believe, like especially like high level ciphers, like believe that everything does have a code. That like the fact that ciphers can't manipulate brand matter and can't manipulate viruses just means they haven't figured out what their code is like yet. So it's kind of like this,
true scientific
like, is that true?
attitude.
Well, I'm not going to say if it's true, but that's how ciphers approach their work. Like they try to make like the biggest, coolest breakthrough you can make as a cipher is like if you can manipulate something other than code. That's like what that's what the big shots do.
Oh, hot.
Now, Kat, with IP, because IP is like one step even further removed from code in that like it's definitely not a natural resource at all. But with IP, you can turn everything into IP, including viruses, brand matter,
Right.
holography. So you're a bit like you need to like approach the game world as like something like everything is just intellectual property. And you have like a specific mechanism in your phone to designate things as intellectual property. And that's how you should view it. It's just like everything is like an exciting new thing to add to your catalog. And what that means each time you do it is something like we'll discuss on like a case-by-case basis. But that's like how I guess I would like you to approach using IP. So it's like while you have the like your thing is the most conceptual, it's also the least restricted. Does that make sense?
So really, yeah, I'll put my creativity to the test.
Mm-hmm. That's all I ask of all of you, is just to put your creativity to the test. And yeah, like you having a database of IP is like, everyone can own IP. That's like what your inventory are, but you're the only one who can turn things into inventory. And
Suckers!
It's very like liberal in terms of what you can turn into inventory. Now, like, I don't think right now, at least at this level, there's a way of you for like trap things as IP. Like you couldn't go up to like Intern Curse and be like, Intern Curse is IP and now Intern Curse lives in your phone. But but maybe you could make an NFT of Intern Curse, like that kind of thing.
Oh yes.
And then maybe further on in the game when you're more powerful.
So I'm the NFT
Mage.
kit mage.
You're an NFT mage, yeah.
Oh my god.
But for like things that don't have independent wills that would stop, like you can catalog like a great number of things. Or like if you guys, and I think also like sometimes like you can take like procedures, for example, like spells that aren't of your class and store them as IP like in another object, and then be able to use that spell just by having that object. So wait,
I can take spells that are not, so if I see someone else do a spell that's like a virus, I can
if you can somehow get a hold of their spell, you could put it in something and you could essentially like create magical objects.
So if I mint an NFT of their like a screenshot, I screenshot them doing the spell.
Yeah.
And then
no, that's the thing. Like you can't screenshot. You definitely have to like, so like you couldn't just see Sam do a spell and then just like copy it. You would have to like all of Stan's spells would be protected in his peripatetic. Like and that has like SecOps spells on it to protect people from stealing his spells. But if you could somehow get a hold of his peripatetic, you could steal IP from it.
If you like take an intern's peripatetic, does it slowly like drain their life force like the soul gems in Madoka?
Kind of. They are kind of like soul gems. Also, like, I made up a spell. It's going to come up in this possibly. I might have mentioned to you once. It's called Mummify. It's so normally when an intern's peripatetic runs out of battery, sending the intern back to purgatory, the peripatetic itself disappears and regenerates in the intern's common room. Mummify prevents the peripatetic from doing this, preserving it in its dead battery drained state. A mummified peripatetic can be mined for IP. A mummified peripatetic does not regenerate until the procedure expires, like until the mummification is over. Like depending on how powerful the spell is, it might just be a minute or it might be a day. And an intern with a mummified peripatetic. So if you don't have a peripatetic, you can't leave the intern purgatory. So you can only go between the cubicle and the common room. You can still use the computer down there, but you can't like re-enter the physical world until you get your phone back.
Whoa.
Are people trapped for like their whole life?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
But that would be that wouldn't be, that's not common. But it's not like it's something that in theory could be done, right? Like if like a C-level executive that's like a level 20 character could probably create a mummification spell that lasted like 20 years or something.
Are there
Where,
some
like-
interns trapped in their cubicles right now, never able to leave?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
All sorts of crazy things are happening. So yeah, I just wanted to explain the sort of like resources and how they related to each of your like spellcaster classes or whatever as a basic approach to problem solving, since you guys are now in like a dungeon setting. Just because I felt like I dropped you in there last time we played and everyone was like, well, I don't know what to do. So that's how I kind of want to.
I know how to run cafes, not crawl dungeons.
The other thing, I've started creating a mechanic for your followers on Mount. And if you clear this dungeon, you might start learning a little bit about those followers.
Finally.
I
mean, I already know as like a social media guru for my brothel.
Yeah, you're so known for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough.
The last thing I wanted to say before we dropped back into this basement of the mud puddle is that I was wondering if recently Kat and Jonathan and Maya and I, when we went down to visit them on the South Shore before the lockdown hit, we played a game called Microscope, which is, I mentioned it before, it's like this it's like a pure role-playing game. Like there's no like mechanics for like fighting or magic or doing anything like that. It's just a pure role-playing game where you like you make up a collective history together. So we played in the Tough Guy Mountain universe, and we went back to Intern. We went back to a fictional event called Intern Fest, which is like probably 100 years before the events of this game.
It's not fictional within.
Yeah.
It's not fictional within the Tough Guy Mountain universe. Though.
Yeah, it
And
really
we told
happened.
people, and we told people in this world it would happen too. So I'm not sure how we can really claim fictitious state of Intern Fest.
That's a good point. I think there were some intern stands there. Intern 3D Poo, the non-holographic intern, showed up. There was a big drama where it was like they were just trying to have a party and someone poisoned the romaine lettuce that everyone was eating, or
No, the tangerines.
sorry, the nectarine.
The nectarines
It was a
that
big,
I was peeling.
It was a big controversy. It was like, anyways, it was pretty fun. It wasn't like a difficult game to learn. I was wondering about, since like we haven't played it in a while and kind of like I sort of fell off the wagon of playing this game, but I was going to propose we try to play this on more of a weekly basis, especially just because like it's a very depressing time. I'd like, in terms of having social lives and stuff. I don't know how each of you are doing in your social lives, but
no, it's bad. I need a purpose in my life.
Great. I had a feeling everyone would feel that way.
Yeah.
But I was going to propose playing once a week, and then if I don't have a campaign ready, we try playing Microscope, which is just like Microscope was like a pretty like just fun social game. Like it wasn't like there's not much of a learning curve to it. Like
You just-
it sounds really good.
Yeah.
You just have to be sort of in the universe already, which we are. So I think it would work well. And then because there's no rules at all, like I feel like it suits our style of being random.
Yeah. And I also think it would become easier to play since we're playing in the context of this other role-playing game that kind of uses more normal role-playing rules. Like we could use those at least as like inspiration for actions kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
like we could like, you wouldn't have to roll for it in this game, but you could be like, I like cast a virus because I know that's a thing that happens in this universe. Like we'll all know the world really well, so we'll be able to role play a bit more dynamically.
Great.
Anyways, so yeah, I was gonna
Game.
propose we try to play once a week. Like we either like maybe what's today? Like we try to maybe make it a Thursday Friday thing if that's like a day that people don't normally have, and then if someone's busy, we just shift it to the other day or something. And yeah, we play. Like I can send you the rule book if you want. It's a really well written rule book. Like I recommend it as a read as like a piece of sort of like interesting game design. I forget the name of the guy who made it, but it's really good. And yeah, that's everything. Let's. I'm gonna go grab another beer and use the bathroom, and then we'll start playing. Does that sound good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
sounds great.
Oh yeah, where's all the pizza? I thought.
I was just gonna say, like, are we? It's been a while since the old peacock.
Oh yeah, who wants to make it?
You have the buff the holograms.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nobody else can make it anymore.
Unless I make like a viral peacock.
Whoa, do you want to, or should I make it?
That could get really messy, but maybe
Could
that's
be.
what we want.
Mm.
I'm gonna make one that looks like a pizza pocket.
Okay.
I saw this meme earlier today. I sent it in Facebook.
Okay, I got a 15, so you have to roll less than that? More?
Oh yeah.
It's up for debate.
Yeah.
You have to roll less than 15.
Okay. Oh, you
Oh,
just
shit.
got by.
I just skimmed by with the peacock.
Yeah. So far, everybody's getting it into the pizza pocket.
You said it looks like a pizza pocket?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sam!
Poor guileless Sam. Poor incredulous, skeptical Sam said, I don't think I will pee into that pizza pocket.
I'm going to instead self-reflect.
Yeah, just don't think about things when you're doing them, and things will work out better. Your pee will just go where it's supposed to go.
That's actually true for peeing. Like, when you concentrate on you can't do it.
Analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
More generally, not specifically to do with pee, but more generally to do with overthinking. But especially with pee.
Is there a cure?
I pee too much in the night. I think I'm analysis paralysising myself in the night where I have to pee a lot in the night.
That sounds more like analysis dialysis.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like there's a lot of paralysis going on.
No, it's like, yeah, it's kind of more like dialysis, scientifically speaking.
Is that what dialysis means? I was just sort of.
I don't know.
I assume
It's some sort of medical thing.
You need a little cup right next to your bed for it.
But then my bed will be stinky. Also, I like the break. I like to if I wake up and I have to pee, I'm like anxious. So I like to I'm going to the washroom. I'm gonna relax.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own thing. I'm independent.
You're not attached to this like cup.
Can we turn on the night light?
Yeah, what if one time
It's
you
more
wake
like-
up and the cup's gone? What the?
No, I don't want to be I don't want to think about the bed. I want to do my own thing. Oh, I'm an independent person. I'm gonna go pee.
You're saying you don't want to be too reliant on sleep? Or your bed specifically?
I don't even know now. If I wake up and I'm anxious, I need a break from that situation. So if I go to the washroom, it's a break for me.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
How long of a break, generally?
Just one pee worth of a break. But maybe I'll go 5 times.
Is that all you have to do to deal with
Five
your
different
anxiety?
times.
Is all I have to do to what?
Deal with your anxiety.
No. No, that's a bad anxiety. That's like a side effect where I'm like anxietying so much that's coming out and making me have to pee all the time.
I was watching the Instagram live feed while I was peeing, listening to when I talk about pee.
That's good.
Do we have a grant for this yet?
It's
I
really
ask if we got a grant for this yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna pee again without watching a live stream of the rest of you talking about peeing.
I'm never gonna pee again until I get a grant for it.
Doug Ford better be paying for this.
I'm holding in my urine until I get a grant. And I'm gonna get really sick.
We're open for business.
Tough
For
guy,
everyone
you're
watching
in
from
trouble.
home, this is not currently what your tax dollars are paying for, but it's what your tax dollars will be paying for if millennials get the future that they want.
Kill us now or risk losing everything.
What's that from?
That's a request I'm making.
OG Sam line.
Yeah, it's from right now.
Whoa, it was like really good.
You just came up with that?
Are you like a screenwriter or something?
Are you Christopher Nolan?
Yeah.
Sam, you kind of are Christopher Nolan.
Do you want an Academy Award?
I think
Sam,
I
you
would
kinda
be
do
really
want an
interested in
Academy
things with
Award.
Batman.
Can't wait to see what Sam does with Batman. Honestly, I'm just excited to see what anyone does with Batman. That's just
Robert
very-
Pattinson is going to be Batman.
Did that come out yet?
I think so.
It's like a
Yeah, he
fever dream
is.
from a year ago.
It's true.
I'm
But
game.
how's that movie not come out yet? I feel like Esther, I remember sitting in Toronto talking to you, and we watched
I
that trailer
know.
together.
And
Yeah.
that was a while ago.
Like a year ago.
Maybe the trailer wasn't real and it was just like a collective like hologram that we experienced together.
They found enough footage in other movies of Robert Pattinson acting like Batman, so they made a trailer, a Robert Pattinson Batman film.
But it was never real.
He always puts on mascara in all his films and always dresses up in like black armored spandex.
I remember there used to be like before all the Harry Potters came out, there was like a fake trailer that came out all the time and used like the Requiem for a Dream song in the background, and I believed it so often, and I'm like, it took me so long to be like, oh wait, this isn't the real trailer.
The Requiem for a Dream soundtrack should be like called like the fake trailer music or something like that.
I
It was
know.
used for a lot of things.
It's so good.
It was a fake Harry Potter ad.
Fake Harry Potter trailer, and I believed it.
Just using footage from like other Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, and they like tinted it red a little bit, so like it was like, oh, this is gonna be the serious one.
Love it.
It's the one where
Beautiful.
Harry kills Ron.
So that he can have full possession of Hermione.
Doesn't that almost happen in the books?
Yeah.
Probably.
I love the scene where like Hermione's really hot and like making out with
Victor Crumb.
Ron. Oh no, making out with like Harry, and they're both like hot holograms.
Oh, this is like somebody. It's Ron's fear, or something.
No, Maya's just mixing it up with all the erotica she reads.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
see.
was having trouble distinguishing if that was really from Harry Potter, part of the fan fiction.
It's real. It's real.
I couldn't remember.
It's well, he has to like go. He has to like jump into the water to get the Horcrux. But like hot holograms of Hermione and Harry are like naked, holding each other, and they're like saying mean things to Ron, and he has to be like, "No, you're not like that."
That's what it was like living with Jonathan and Kat. They would just
Which part of
What? Yeah.
they would just take off their clothes and make out on the couch and say mean things to me while I was just like trying to answer my emails.
Yeah, I mean totally, but like, what do you expect?
I don't know. I guess just that. I'm not complaining. Anyways, let's jump back into the game. We're gonna start in Shmi and Curse's corner. So the three of you, Curse, you tried to bring Selfie Succubus into the equation.
Okay.
I believe on your last turn you summoned Sexy Selfie Succubus, and you saw her for a second, and then she disappeared with no explanation.
Okay.
And then shortly after that, Shmi and Milady Green Vapors came into the room, and you are both there. Do you guys see where you are on the map?
Also, we discovered that everything is a hologram in this maze.
Okay.
I see myself.
You're just saying that to Curse right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I in
Everything's a hologram.
I'm in the bottom right corner, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kat, when you were asking about, or I forget, one of you was asking about like being transported around or something like that. One of the reasons I said that was like, just because you see yourself on this map in relation to someone else, you might not actually be close to them, or you might. No promises.
Oh. Because it's all a hologram.
I can't confirm or deny this.
Okay, so let's go walk around.
Yeah, do you want to move your character?
Sure. I'm going to try and walk through some walls. Can I go?
Hologram?
Yeah, Maya Rolla, what's your designated attribute for that? Remember I talked to you about this?
What's that mean? Like I can detect holograms, right? Or
yeah, but just because you can detect a hologram does not. Oh, you have to make a will save against the hologram.
okay.
So your will, Maya, is +2.
All right, that's great.
Yeah, it is great. Okay,
I
so
see
Maya.
everything.
Okay, you walk into the wall that way, but you just feel like you're like lost in the wall. If it's a holographic wall, it's like this must be a thick one because like you're just kind of like.
Okay, I'm gonna go here then.
You're lost in the wall. Okay, there's actually a door there.
Yes. Oh shit.
Oh shit. And a woman in a red hat and red coat that you've never seen before. Well, actually, you were running away from her. She's just like, oh, there you are. Thank God.
Whoa, hey lady. I shouldn't be here. My girlfriend told me it's not safe.
You and your girlfriend are both in danger.
What? What do you mean?
Curse, do you follow or do you stay?
I'm gonna follow.
Or you go out the. This is also a door here that was opened by Shmi. You could go out either door.
Maybe I'll check out the other door just to be different.
Right, actually, and since you walked through that door holographically, you would not be able to. You would be like, whoa, magic, how did she do that? But it would be like platform, no more Harry Potter references tonight, but it would be a platform 9 3/4 moment for you.
Oh.
Like, oh, there's 2 of you in there. How are you both in that room? You guys should both come with me. I'll help you guys get out of here.
But my girlfriend's she's very noble and she can detect good and bad and she didn't want me to be close to you. Shouldn't she be next to me, Lady Green Vapors?
I mean, you just kind of walked away from her. She's kind of just chilling.
Milady! Milady!
Malade is trying to have some solo time.
Hey, Malade. I think you might have like thought of this person wrong because they seem pretty nice.
I'm gonna tell her that Milady, Green Vapors, and Intern Shmi have a codependent relationship.
Okay. We hardly see each other.
Milady Green Vapor says, "You brought me here to show you the way, and the way was away from that person."
Why?
Well, I mean, I'm not like, you haven't programmed me to tell you why. I just like, we actually, you know what, Maya, we have to remember what you asked her to show you the way to.
Oh, I don't remember.
Because I'm having a hard time role
How to
playing.
get
I
out?
don't remember it either.
I think how to get out of the maze, or
You are the one person who knows how to get out of the maze, but that's not what you guys are here to do.
find that item or something.
Are you saying this out loud, or are you saying it to Milady Green Vapors? Let's just say that you have to give her a new direction at this point, and she's like kind of in neutral mode right now.
Okay, Milady, you have to be my friend and hang out with me.
Yeah, we're friends, Shmi.
Okay.
Even though it's and I really like your new look.
You do? I was actually really stressed out about that.
Well, there was nothing to worry about.
You know, we're both green. Is that romantic?
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Okay, I think it's nice too. Well, basically, there's this like crazy item that we have to find, I think. So I want you to help me do that, and keep me safe.
It's not safe here. Sorry, this is the lady in red over there. Why don't you let me lead you guys to safety?
Lady, do you think that's okay?
I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Well, not be sassy.
I mean, you programmed me in a specific way. I don't like improvise these things. Tell me what you like to accomplish, and Maya disappeared for a sec. Oh, she's back.
She wants
I'm back.
to watch movies with you on Netflix.
Milady? Is that true?
No, I want to show you the way.
Okay. That's confusing for me because there's two ladies that want me to do something.
Well, one is red and one's
Lady-
green. Green means go.
Milady,
so-
red lady. Could you tell me why it's not safe here?
This is a very, it's kind of like you guys are standing in a spider's web right now.
Oh, that sounds really scary. Okay. Well, Lady Green, let's go follow her and see what happens. Let's be spontaneous. Like, we're both green, you know?
If the way that you're looking for is to follow her, then you don't, I'm happy to do so.
Okay, but like, are you happy in general?
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Okay, I just want to know. All right, red lady, let's go.
And Curse, any actions from Curse?
I mean, I don't have a hologram telling me not to follow her, so I might as well do it too.
Okay.
I'm single and ready to mingle.
Is that like a spell or is it an area effect or how does single ready to mingle work?
It's a brand mutation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this lady leads you back to this room. Shmi, where you've been, that's where you came in.
Yeah.
And walks north.
I was just there.
Milady Green Vapors comes with you guys as well. And she gestures to the door here and says, like, this is the safest way to go.
Can I do like an IP? Can I do a check to see if she's a hologram?
Yep. Make a. No, don't just roll a d20. Add your holographer. Add your.
What's my
Ooh,
plus
Kat, what
4?
is this beautiful image?
No context.
Title. No, has everyone else seen this beautiful grapey purple image?
Wow!
Because Kat brought me grapes in real life.
Kat, were you already drawing that when I made the joke about being your guys' roommate?
I can't remember if you were or if that's what. Yeah, that might have been.
This is just picture this, except they're saying mean things to me the whole time.
Yeah, it's really
Let
helping
me
my
see.
imagination along.
That's an amazing picture.
I think I was just drawing Jonathan, and then the shape of his head kind of made sense to go in that direction.
You're drawing the shape of his head, and you just wanted to shove some grapes down that mouth.
Exactly.
I know the feeling. Okay, so yeah, you do detect that there is holographic energy emanating from this character.
Okay, that's cool. Me and holograph ladies really get along, so.
Yeah. I'm going to move to the next group, but Esther, do you want to do anything before that?
I'm good. I'm just getting to know the like red hologram lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so Kat,
Yeah.
you are standing at this door. I guess you can. Okay, so as much as you can see Jonathan right there on the map, he's not necessarily there. He might be, but don't take that as an indication of him definitely being behind that door. Kat, there's 2 doors. Kat, can you make a perception check for me?
Sam's having an asthma attack. Jonathan's going to do a perception check
Oh,
for me as I administer his puffer.
Well, at least this is happening on camera for everyone at home.
Do you have anything to add to your perception?
I don't believe I do. I don't have anything.
I can check really quick. Yeah, just a 0. So got a 19. That's really good. All right,
wow.
Kat, with your 19, you can hear. Are you looking at the map right now, or Jonathan, you looking at the map so you can relay at her? You can hear a bunch of voices behind this door.
Up there. Okay, yeah.
This door is the where you came out of. That was like your little cell that you you escaped from up here.
Yeah.
You found intern carpet in this room. So you can hear a bunch of voices coming from behind this door. You can hear solitary weeping behind this door.
Whoa.
And you can hear some sort of rummaging activity behind this door. You can also hear, like somewhere over here in the distance, there's people talking. It's like definitely like you're in like an apartment building or something like that, with very thin, cheap walls.
Man, well, I definitely do not want to go to the direction where someone is crying. That sounds like
bad vibes.
Yeah, that sounds like a bummer. And then the rustling's kind of
good
creepy.
vibes only.
I want to go up to the room where people are talking, possibly.
Jonathan, make a perception check as well.
Oh.
Okay, so you can hear there's someone walking around outside of the door that you're trying to escape from.
Mm.
Remember, you are in a room that you just an identical room to the room that you just escaped from,
yes,
with a slightly different keyhole that you coded.
So my key that I coded doesn't work for the new keyhole.
No. And I
can
can't
hear-
remember whether or not you tried to like assess the like code of the physical space around you or anything like that. But yeah, your current key is useless for the door in front of you.
Can you tell me about the code? Can I? Yeah, I want to assess the code for the space.
Yeah, make a code check. Whatever your bonus is for that, add it to a. So you are unable to detect any code.
Pure non-code. And I hear something from the other side of the door.
Yeah.
I knock and say, "Hello? Is anybody there?"
Do I hear this?
Cat, make another perception check. Actually, I'll make it for you. I'll
Thank
do it
you.
as Cat because I can.
Thank God.
Yeah, you hear the sound of intern Johnny.
Oh, I'd know that voice anywhere.
I want to feed him grapes.
That it's the voice that comes from the mouth that hungers for grapes. Intern Johnny, is that you? I shout really loud, like not being very considerate for intern Carpet next to me.
Yeah, intern Carpet just regards you with deep concern. Yeah, you can hear each other freely now.
Can you open this? Can you try to open this door?
Oh, I guess so. Can I use my? So I picked up a key.
Yeah, you created a piece of IP that was like a key, at least for the door that you escaped from. You could try using it again.
Could I try using it again, please?
Yeah, it works and the door opens.
Oh,
You send face to face with a man you dream about feeding grapes to.
does he know that yet?
Like in game?
Yeah, in game.
No.
No.
I mean, I'm picturing this image as entered Cashew's imagination. It's funnier if it's in other characters, though.
Imagining them feeding each other grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's disquieting.
Intern 3D Pooh is Intern 3D Pooh's dream.
Holographic Intern 3D Pooh.
Holographic Intern 3D Pooh. Real Intern 3D Pooh died a long time ago.
He never had a chance to dream such dreams.
No.
And lucky him.
Do holographic intern 3D Poohs dream of real interns feeding grapes to each other? The title of my award-winning science fiction novel.
That's rushing to the end zone.
Written by Philip K. Dong,
Nice.
who is like, remember when R.L. Stine had like a spoof? It was called like, I don't know, something Lime was his last name, and he wrote Goof Lumps.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
That's
No
awesome.
one remembers
No,
this?
don't remember this.
No.
I don't remember that.
As a kid, I thought it was a very important, like, you know, an important, like, because Goosebumps were so important, the fact that there is now a parody was like a very important thing. It was called, I just Wikipedia, it's called Gooflumps is a 2-part parody book series written in 1995 by Tom Hughes under the pseudonym of R.U. Slime.
Oh, wow.
The books
Is it good?
Tom Hughes does not have a Wikipedia page, but Gooflumps does. The books are parodies of the Goosebumps series by R.L. Stine. Both books were released simultaneously in 1995 by Random House. Books are now out of print but can be found at Amazon.com. And yeah, there's a picture of Stay Out of the Bathroom. That's the one that I remember. I don't remember what the other one was. The second one was called Eat Cheese and Barf.
Nice.
So how do you parody a children's horror like novel series? Do you just write like Is it just not a very good horror story? Is it like a horror story, but like there's more farts in it? Like what did he
I
do?
think so.
I don't remember. Like, I don't even remember if I could like get through it as a kid. Like I just like, but you know, it was definitely an object of interest.
Really highbrow stuff, huh? It's dense.
Yeah, it was too smart.
Well, it's
for
doing
me.
literary criticism, right? It's responding to another text.
I can read the plot of the Gooflumps State of the Bathroom book on the Wikipedia
Sure.
page if you guys want.
This is
Are
probably
you
why
saying
you
this?
Am I saying
go
what?
Is this as intern cat or who's in?
Yeah, intern Carpet is now telling you guys about Gooflumps.
Oh, why are you telling? Who is this
So-
intern? And why are they talking about gooflumps?
So, State of the Bathroom, Gooflumps, book 2.5. This book's title is a parody of Stay Out of the Basement, although the book itself is more similar to Let's Get Invisible. Stay Out of the Bathroom centers on a young boy named Joe Kohler, a self-proclaimed toilet king, who begins to experience strange things going on with his toilet, such as the lid slamming down on his head while he is vomiting. The toilet refusing to
Whoa!
flush, and a trail of missing people leading directly to his bathroom. He soon discovers that the toilet is a teleportation device for sinister aliens visiting the Earth.
Did you work?
Intern Carpet just looks at you and says, or sorry, like you can ask the question, my bad.
Did you like work on the brand for this book? Is that why you know so much about it, intern Carpet?
You know, when I was a young intern, this was I was proud to be working on the Goosebumps brand, and so Gooflumps was a smaller portfolio item for that brand.
Oh,
that,
so Gooflumps was an inside job. It was written by the people. It was created by Goosebumps.
Well,
is what
I
Carpet
mean,
is saying.
Tom Hughes is not an intern at Tough Guy Mountain, and neither is R.L. Stein. But as you know, since we handled the brand for that, you know, it was you know, something that had to be managed. As I was just a young intern working on the Goosebumps brand at the time, but I remember a number of meetings about Gooflumps, and I remember the day that it got, you know, dropped off on my doorstep. It's something that I had to figure out. Wasn't a fun job. Do you want to hear the plot of Eat Cheese and Barf, Gooflumps book 4.5?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
totally.
title again? Can you repeat the title?
Eat Cheese and Barf. It's a title of the parody Say Cheese and Die, the Goosebumps book, which although the plot is more similar to Monster Blood. Cheese and Barf involves a young lactose-intolerant boy named Billy Futter, whose family has moved from Syracuse, New York, to the rural town of Bledsoe, New York, after inheriting a farm from his grandfather. The town thrives in the production of dairy products, which irritates Billy, as he is the only lactose-intolerant boy in the city. However, the growing town has a secret. Beneath his home is a creature made entirely of cottage cheese, created by his father, who is actually insane. His sister's one-armed boyfriend, Armand, the farmhand, Armand is almost the same word as farmhand, and is taking dairy cow Martha to try to help them find a way to stop the monster, while he and his friend Fanny arrive at the local carnival where it has been released.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's terrifying.
I definitely think that we should try to get out of this labyrinth, but I'm totally happy to talk to you about my time working on the Gooflumps brand.
Does the
can you-
Goosebumps brand contain clues for escaping the labyrinth?
Whoa, good question.
Intern Chris can't ask that because she's not here. But,
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
isn't it just Johnny and I here?
I
Yeah.
apologize.
I'm
No, I
gonna
mean,
do
it's
it.
okay. It's okay for you to ask this question, you know, like you know, meta out of game to your real life friends.
Oh well. Hey Johnny, is there like a door in the room that you came from?
What? Yeah. Total. But can we talk? You can keep telling us about Gooflumps while we walk to the door.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, wait a second, but before we start walking to that door, is there like anybody crying behind it? Could you hear that or anything like too spooky?
No, I
'Cause I
can't
mean,
hear anything.
If we're like telling ghost stories, if we're talking about Gooflumps, I don't want to like get like, a jump scare at the end of it.
we shouldn't go down that way. That way, I escaped once, and it's very dangerous down there. There's lots of guards that way. We should go through this door.
Oh, okay. I guess so. That one feels pretty creepy, but I mean, seems like you know what you're doing, so let's go.
I mean,
I'll
she
go in
worked on
first
the
if you can
goofballs.
open this door.
Oh, I'll try this key thing I have, and I try my key thing.
Great. So the door opens, and you see. What just happened? Whoops. Area is what I need. And you see a little intern cashew standing in there.
Oh no.
Okay, guys, so you know that I was here with you first, and I'm gonna bite off my thumb so you know which one is
Intern Carpet pulls out their own peripatetic, walks into the room, and like a sword like comes out of the peripatetic, and she takes this intern cashew and slices her throat open.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Oh my
And
god.
And then that cashew drops to the ground convulsing, and then like glitches out and disappears. And then she looks back and she's like, it's just a hologram. There's all kinds of traps like this all around this place.
I'm
Wow.
just kind of like looking at the space where the intern cashew was, and I'm like, what?
Don't holograms also have thoughts, feelings, and emotions?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this hologram was put here by someone who's just trying to fuck with you and keep you in this maze forever. Like, I've been in here for months.
Oh,
But like, if you're, if it's not the hologram's fault.
Yeah, but it's not like, yeah, but by the same token, this hologram doesn't actually die.
right.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, I feel
I'm
morally
feeling a bit
justified in
better
killing
now.
them.
All right, I'm gonna leave you guys there with glitch bleeding out Kathy. We're gonna go to
And
Sam.
while we're there, it's like she's just describing more gooflumps lore to us.
Yeah.
To like calm us down, but I'm getting a little scared.
We're gonna go up to Sam next. I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick, so you guys all have to pee in a cup together.
Who's making it?
Why don't I try to? Well, we're not all together technically right now, so we would each. I would try to code one for my group to use. Sam, I don't know how you're gonna make one, buddy. SOL, and then you guys can hologram it.
Or it could be a virus.
Sorry, I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
I'm changing the brand of this place to be the type of alleyway
it
where
coded
it's
a
okay
really
to
bad
piss.
cup. Oh, I can't. Kat, I think you walked out of range.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Curse, do you want to make the pea cup or should I?
Would I make it as like a brand, or am I allowed to make brands anymore, or do I have to make a viral peacup?
Viral. You have to make it a viral pea cup.
Okay, I'll make a viral peacup. I'm not sure exactly how that functions, but
You have to describe it.
You have to get like a virus like guy to come and take the like bedpan away.
Oh dear.
yeah, it's gonna be like kind of like a red like fireman's helmet to like signify the virality and it already has some kind of like toxic green goo inside it.
Whoa.
Yeah,
You pee into the goo?
Yeah.
That sounds very viral.
Pee might
on the plane.
mutate, and you don't know what your pee is going to mutate as.
Wait, you just got a crazy score.
Oh, shit, I did plus D40 instead of plus 4. So sorry.
Cool.
That's a little better.
Okay, so I just have to roll below that to. Oh, that's gonna be
No.
hard.
I don't know.
Ah!
No. What's gonna happen when your pee hits this virus?
I don't
It's
know.
going-
I'm scared.
It'll probably just like defeat it because that roll was so powerful.
Yeah.
Like
Your pee will just like neutralize the virus.
or my pee will like spill out, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it because it ceases to exist or something. Like the virus disappears because of it.
Okay,
It's totally erased.
that's not that bad.
But you get pee everywhere is what's bad.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah.
The Instagram feed is down, by the way.
Oh yeah, I think you can only stream for an hour on Instagram.
Oh, we've only been here for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've all peed now. So, my cat, you didn't roll to pee in my cup that I coded. We all tried sort of making our own pee cups because we're in different groups.
Nice.
I coded a pee cup.
I'm glad I'm getting a pee cap right now.
I made a viral pee cup that has some kind of like toxic green substance in it.
Whoa. Viral pee cups. All the rage right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like the new bidet.
No one wants to use toilets anymore. They just want viral pee cups. So Sam, sorry to keep you out of the action for a second. Here we are with Sam. And you, last time we checked in with you, you were succumbing to a general malaise.
Yeah.
Of crippling self-reflection, and my friends have abandoned me.
Right.
So just tell us, I guess, like just to start off, how you feel.
Well, I feel I'm afflicted with terrible malaise. And I truly do feel as if my friends have abandoned me.
Yeah, like where are they? Am I right?
I think like I have a crippling sense of loneliness, and that's only kind of amplified by how alone I am in this small space. So I'm very much making decisions with that frame of mind.
Right. You want to do anything?
Can I? Right. I do know it's a brand that's causing me to feel that way, though, right?
It's just depression, man.
Roll a brand mutation check. $23.
I literally can't get much better than that.
No. You could get a 24.
That's true.
That's the limit of your physical potential.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that this is I'm just trying to think of how to describe this to you based on your really good roll. You don't think this is actually a brand.
Okay. Can I just start snooping around, do a perception roll? I'm gonna stand at this juncture here.
You now see like the brand come into the room.
Ah.
As you detected before, its color is glowing black fog and its shape is crescent moon.
Can I dispel brand?
Yeah, but I mean, no effect. You already figured out that it wasn't a brand. Roll a will save, Sam.
It sounds kind of pretty. Why not just succumb to it?
Use your Patronus.
Yeah, we already capped the Harry Potter references.
Yeah, I got a 4 thanks to that
I
reference,
also
Jonathan.
feel like I don't know enough about Harry Potter to succeed at this game. I need to brush up on it.
Sam, you pass out.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh no.
But that's not where your turn ends today, my friend. So you find yourself waking up in like a pool of black liquid that slowly like morphs and changes into what looks like the old Windows background, the green like rolling hills. You remember that? You remember that what I'm talking about? Anyways, you're in these green rolling hills and you're facing yourself. Except you're an intern Stan, so like it's probably not yourself. You're the one person who, when faced with yourself, should probably not assume that you're facing yourself.
Right.
And that intern Stan looks at you and says, like, "Oh, what kind of trouble did you get into?"
I got crescent mooned.
Look, man, I don't know what that means. Hey, wait a second. I know you. Roll a perception check.
No, that should be -2, so 11.
11. So you don't recognize this intern Stan. And then he does something on his peripatetic, and his brand appears.
Oh.
And his brand is fuchsia, a fuchsia pyramid, the feeling of pessimism, and the idea of Jesus, the man of the idea.
Right.
Do you know who this is?
I do.
Who is it?
I think that's the original Stan.
What?
Whoa.
Not like the original Stan, but the original Stan from this Stan's
Oh!
The stand got swapped?
Yeah, but you
What?
don't
Listen.
know that.
And he looks at you and he's like, ever since I run across you in my life, everything's just been a whole heap of trouble.
Same. Same. The feeling is absolutely mutual.
Same.
Yeah, well, you were in the bad Stan cult a lot longer than I was. I didn't ask for this.
Nobody asks for the bad Stan call. We're just good at our jobs.
Do you remember intern CEO?
Vaguely.
He did something funny with us. There's a reason that we keep running into each other.
Like funny, haha, or
I mean, I don't know. I don't decide what your sense of humor is.
okay. Continue.
It looks like, so he's been helping out the bad Stans for a while, as I'm sure you already know or whatever, because you've been in this organization longer than me. But it seems like when they swapped us, he did something where he linked both our brands. And he didn't tell the other bad Stans about it. And they're mad about it now. And before they had me kind of running errands for them and stuff like this, while you ran around with my friends, my intern group, and once they found out about what he did, they've shoved me into this backwater job here in the bad Stan hive mind, to keep me away from, just to keep me, I guess, like somewhere safe away from him until they can figure out what he did.
Right.
You don't even know what the bad Stan hive mind is, do you?
No.
Wow, they really replaced me with a low-level bad Stan. Feels great to find out that I was, that important.
Takes one to know one.
Whoa. Stan on Stan action.
Yeah.
self-reflexive stand.
Stan versus Stan.
Stand on stand
The
violence.
Stan off.
The bad stand hive mind is a secret clause written in the Roberts contract. When there's a bad stand in mortal peril, they come to the bad stand intern hive mind, and they have a chance to swap out for another stand who might be better suited to deal with the task. And I had this crappy job where I'm just the administrator of this. So stands in all kinds of trouble come to me, and I swap them out with another stand.
Right.
But you know what? Like, you guys run into intern CO still?
Oh, when was the last time I saw Intern CO?
Good question. Definitely Intern Paradise.
Right.
He did Intern Paradise to you guys, like that whole like introspection.
Right.
That was all his doing. I think that's the last time you saw him. I'm not saying this as you. I'm saying this as me.
Right. So it's been like a while.
You haven't seen him since you came to Americanotopia, as far as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, if you see him again, could you tell them where I am?
Where is this? Are we in the Windows
Yeah,
field? Is that how we refer to this?
The bad stand hive mind.
Bad stand hive mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
Tell him I'm stuck here, and I don't like being stuck here.
Absolutely. I will pass that on forward.
I don't trust you.
I mean, maybe I could just swap myself out with you right now, and no one would ever be the wiser, and you could take this job.
I can pass the information on forward, but I think that's pretty much the extent of what I can do here.
No, I mean, I can do that. I can swap myself for you right now.
Right, but if I just go right now, I can just go and, pass that on.
Yeah, but, why shouldn't I take advantage of this opportunity?
I mean, well, yeah. I guess you've got me there.
Low-level bad stand, like you said.
I mean, I'm really going to do it. I'm kind of excited about the idea, unless you can talk me out of it.
But he's going to give you a lot of chances to talk him out of it.
I mean, stands aren't the most assertive go for it types. So he's just trying to rev himself up right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull up my phone and I'm just going to make a call, and I'm going to change his brand to unmotivated and lazy.
Oh, I see. You're trying to fuck with me.
Well,
intern Stan. And he just puts his hand on your shoulder. It's just like, I'm sure we're going to still see a lot of each other, over the coming years. And Stan, I'm now returning to you your original character.
Right.
Whoa.
Which I believe you were. I think you were Vire.
That's right.
If I remember correctly.
Oh.
So Stan, if the character I was just playing, you are now playing, and you are now back in the room as a Vire keeper.
A little competition. I see.
Since I'm now reflecting on my old role play the role play I was just doing and thinking like, oh, if I was a cleverer intern Stan, I would have tried to get some information about the shitty situation I was throwing myself into. But here I am.
Knowing nothing about where you are or what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, could have asked like any amount of questions to get that out, but intern Stan didn't think of that at the time.
Yeah.
And so role play wise, Sam, that's where you are now. You don't know. You now see this glowing crescent moon brand, and have no idea why or where you are. However, you have, like, the intern Stan you're now playing has escaped the bad Stan hive mind area for now. And you're back, baby. Congratulations.
That's great. I'm back.
Is there anything you want to immediately do, or should we jump back to group one and you can reflect on your situation? You can do one more action if you want.
I'm gonna go this way.
Okay, there's a door.
Okay, I can wait.
Cool. The door is locked. It's not just
I assume.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, back with the cool girls. Milady Green Vapors, mysterious new maybe hologram person, Shmi and Curse.
Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a picture of Carmen Sandiego. I'm not gonna lie about that, but
Okay.
All right, Carmen Sandiego, where are you taking us?
this is the safest way to go. I can open this door for you, but then I have to get out of here. It's not safe for me here either.
Why?
Like I told you, this place is a spider web. It's dangerous.
But you didn't tell us what that meant.
You're here to do something, I assume, right?
Yeah, get some sort of item or something like that. I forget.
It was a MacGuffin quest anyway.
Well, there are things in here to stop you from doing what you're doing. So I don't want to be completely wrapped up in this. I'm just going to open this door and I'm going to leave, okay?
Wait, why are you so nice to us?
What's in it for you?
Yeah.
Make a people skills check, both of you.
Okay.
Right. If I fail, you gotta.
I think I just have
If I fail, you have to fail.
Oh, I did it. Okay.
Oh. I did not. So
One of us did it.
Great. So, sorry. What was your question? What was the last question again?
can you
Why?
also role play me asking it really badly?
No, that's not what the people skills check was for.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
tell you what your roll result in a second. You said, "Why are you so nice to us?"
Yeah.
That was your question.
Yeah.
I just want you guys to get what you came looking for. And she smiles reassuringly. Now, Curse, you trust her implicitly because of this. You're just like, wow, this is a good person. I am charmed by them. Like, I will follow them to my death.
Yeah.
Maya, you are suddenly filled with suspicion. You think this person's hiding something.
Oh.
I'm like, hey, I think we should just do whatever she says because she seems really nice.
I tell my suspicions to Curse and Milady.
Intern 3D Poo is here as well, if you want to write him into the story in any way.
3D Poo!
Woo! 3D Poo.
Holographic intern 3D Poo.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that Quinn does not play the act. Like, Quinn has nothing to do with the original intern 3D Poo and only has something to do with the holographic incarnation of intern 3D Poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, also, yeah, like we should make intern 3D Poo a coffee because think about think about how much coffee he's made for everyone else.
Yeah.
If Intern 3D Poo is still here, tell us what kind of coffee you would like, and we should make it for you because you've been doing such a good job on the front lines at Americano Kano. I think Intern 3D Poo sent these messages a while ago and we weren't paying attention. That's why the only reason why I'm putting these conditions on it. The Carmen Sandiego looking lady opens the door. The room is dark, and then she says good luck and starts trying to move off.
I look at Milady Green Vapors and I'm like, is it safe to go in there?
I mean, I don't know. Listen, Shmi, you're a great guy. I mean, Goblin Girl. But sometimes I feel like you don't know how to use me in the best way.
How can I use you better?
Well, you programmed me to do a specific thing, but you always lob these really general questions at me, and I just want to do my job.
Okay, does it serve our refined purpose to go through that door, which is to find the whatever object thingy and then get out safely?
The whatever object thingy.
I'm a hologram that shows you the right way to go. It's your responsibility to define those parameters and let me do my job. I get a little bit uneasy when you don't give me the right parameters to be my best self in. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like we're having a really emotional conversation right now.
This is a tough conversation. Guys, I think it's really good that you're both communicating.
I feel a little bit demasculated.
Demasculated?
Yeah, I feel a little bit demasculated. You're criticizing me when I'm actually just trying to get you to open up and ask you good questions.
You're accusing me of demasculating you when you turned yourself into a goblin girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
But now I'm thinking you're trying to tell me something really real about the way you are, and I should listen to that. So
yeah, I mean that should have been obvious based on the first thing I said. I don't know what that other thing you said was really about.
I know my ego got in the way.
Okay.
Okay, so you know what our goals are. Instead of telling me is this place safe to go, I want to ask you, where should we go next?
We shouldn't go in that door. We should go through this door. One sec. This door.
Whoa. Okay, Malades. I'll follow you anywhere. What about you, Curse?
Damn, I really liked that redheaded girl, but I guess I know you guys a bit better.
Oh, Curse, I forgot. That redheaded girl looked just like the security guard sheriff person that was coercing you guys before you entered the mud puddle.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'll be oh, I really liked her, but maybe that was just my attraction to sexy redheads getting the best of me.
Kissed by fire.
And, yeah, taking a second to try to ignore my libido. I'm she does kind of look like that sketchy person who was coercing us earlier, and I'm gonna trust my my friends Intern Shmi and Milady Green Vapors, even though they're having a bit of a rough time in their relationship right now. I think they're solid. And hey, we all go through it and let our ego get the best of us. Sometimes we're all human and navigating our emotions together in this maze.
That kind of means that I'm strong.
I'm gonna go this way if you guys follow.
my speech to say that I'm following you.
Wait, how are you moving Oh, wait, Kirst, did you just move yourself?
Yeah.
You can't go through that door.
Oh, sorry.
No, but you're not wrong to try, but it's still a solid locked door to you.
Okay.
Shmi, what do you do?
What do you mean?
What do you do? Letting your neighbor just walk through the door.
Yeah, I'm freaking following her.
Yeah, but remember, it's a door. Like, she just walked through it. She's a hologram.
Oh, I get it. Your question. I'm gonna cast a hologram and Grammy thing and walk through.
Now, you can, like, will save your way through it, but Curse can't, so you're going to have to help Curse.
Okay, Curse. Okay, here's a situation. I'm gonna tell you something. Everything here is holograms.
Okay.
You have to believe me when I walk through the door that you can do it too. So you have to hold my hand, and I'll like will a bubble around us. We can actually put a will save together and like talk each other's into it, and then both our scores will be put together, so it'll be really high.
Okay, that sounds kind of like Tinkerbell in like Peter Pan.
Okay.
I can do that.
So, Maya and Esther, both of you roll will saves. Maya, if you touch Esther, or if you touch Curse, you might be able to assist her with the disbelief of this.
Okay.
But both of you
I forget what my
will
will save. What number do you put on will saves?
You check your character.
I think I'm like 3. Okay, not bad.
+2.
I like rolled, but it's not doing anything.
Maya rolls a 5, and so it's not bad.
There we go. I feel like both of ours together, it's like 25 or something like that. So we should be pretty good.
You don't collectively get to the door, but it wasn't Curse's fault.
I actually believed so hard.
Yeah, you were like charmed by it, and you felt able to walk through the door. Okay, sorry, I need to check
that
this.
speech, I really believed it.
I need to look at the stats.
It's probably because I feel demasculated. I wasn't able to walk through the door.
Yeah. Your like shaky relationship is kind of like throwing you off your game a bit, your hologramming game a bit.
Yeah, I'm like, milady, tell me I can do it. I can't get through.
Is demasculated the correct word?
Emasculate.
Demasculinated.
Maya, make a second will save.
All right, I think I should do that. You're right. There we go. That's great. That's in.
You keep adding +3, even though I keep telling you that.
Just for safekeeping.
You can't get through the door.
What?
Yeah.
Milady, tell me something else.
You just have to believe, Schmidt. We're gonna jump over to the other group now.
Okay.
We'll join you at the locked door in a sec. So, your Kat and Jonathan, as the bleeding corpse of yourself glitches out and disappears, you stand in this room. Jonathan, you can move your character as wherever you want, but
Well, I think I've processed this now. You can move me closer to where the hologram was. Or maybe you can't. But
just deleted the hologram of you.
Oh, thank you, Dungeon Master. Well, okay, so this is a hologram. These are all holograms. Do you know who's trying to keep us stuck down here?
No. Oh no, that's
I thought Carmen said that. Or I mean Carmen. Oh, sorry.
Perfect.
That was in character, Jonathan.
This is in character, yes.
I have to assume
we're
whoever is
looking
the
for
manager of this cafe.
Wait, say that again.
I have to assume it's whoever is the manager of this cafe.
Yeah, we're looking for something specific that is down here somewhere. What are you do? Are you looking for anything down here?
I came down here to investigate this place a long time ago, and I've been stuck here since.
Oh,
I'm in charge of security for all of Americanatopia. I need to get back to my job.
Right. So you wouldn't happen to know how to make a mud pie by any chance?
What? No. Absolutely not.
You
You guys are using steal IP? That's what you're doing?
No, I was just curious because I'm getting awfully hungry.
Look, I wasn't born yesterday. I know that's what people do in Americanatopia. I know what Americanatopia is. I know that the only reason anyone is here is to store or steal IP. But it seems
really?
like
So this is a normal thing to do in your internship?
Well, yeah, it is. But you know what's not a normal thing to do in your internship? Admitting it to the SecOps officer of Americanatopia that you're doing this.
Uh-oh. We're not very good at our jobs.
I forgot.
That's why we're interns. Wah, wah.
Look, I'll open this door for you guys, but I think I'm going to find my own way out.
What? But I'm sorry. I thought that rescuing you or whatever would be enough to make a good pal for life.
Yeah, do you know where they keep the IP in this maze?
Look, you're really not doing yourself any favors here. Carpet steps forward and takes out her peripatetic, and this door opens, and then Carmen says, like, good luck. Make sure you don't run into me on the surface, and goes to leave.
You guys fucked that one up.
Oh my god, I totally forgot who Carpet was. You gotta admit, like, the shock of seeing myself die in front of my own eyes.
You were under a lot of had a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
PTSD.
I was still processing things.
Well, I think we gotta find this IP, so I go over here.
Okay, I'll go with you too.
Okay.
Hey, Esther.
Mm-hmm.
Your room looks really cool. Like the blue with you
thank
being lit up
you.
yellow. It's really cool.
Thank you. I was like trying to set up my lights nice earlier for this.
It's spooky. It's like I'm like, whoa, I want to do my room like that. It looks really cool.
Yeah. I like how we all kind of have different room ambiance going on. Like you guys are in like the bright lights, and then like Sam is in the dark.
Yeah.
Sam is in the dark.
In the dark.
It would look so good if all of our
Oh,
setups
that-
looked like yours, Esther. That
Yeah.
would look
Yeah.
amazing.
different colors or something.
Yeah, I have these special fancy like lights in my room.
What did you
I
do?
think-
What? Tell us about the lights.
They're like, I can show you. I have one right here. Woo!
Whoa.
Cool.
What
What do they
is
do?
it? What is it? Is it a hue thing, like with the color?
It's
thing?
like a light, and you can put like color panels in it.
Oh.
I was like trying to like offset how like yellow the lighting in my room is, and do like different colored lights in it.
That's
Amazing.
cool.
Yeah.
Are you doing streaming besides Bodra Plaja streaming?
Maybe in the future.
You should. You totally should.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
good.
want to. Yeah.
You could streaming music stuff seems like it would be fun. I haven't done it
Yeah,
very much.
I haven't done that either at all, but I wanna do that at some point. And like
Light it.
Yeah,
Get all of it.
have some nice lighting.
What do I see? What do we see over? I need some descriptors.
Yeah, I want to go look at this little box over here.
Make a perception check.
Do I look really mystical right now?
You look
Will you
extremely
make a
mystical.
perception
Very like
check?
tech.
Whoa.
Will you make
This
a
would
perception
be good
check
for our
Patty?
cyberpunk game too.
Yeah.
Oh, look! I perceived everything.
Well, you did a good perception. Okay.
Jonathan, you find a little peripatetic on the floor.
Whoa!
Whoa. Turn it on.
Yeah, I pick it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say?
It looks dead,
Huh.
which is kind of weird because a dead peripatetic should return to his intern common room.
You have IP. Check it out.
I want to make the content on this phone IP so that I can load it onto my own phone and explore it.
Yeah. Oh, Kat, I forgot. When we're talking about resources and giving everyone these detect like spells as an important part of like problem solving or whatever, I forgot to mention that IP like acquisitioners or whatever, they don't have a like detect because like you don't need to detect IP because anything can be IP. So you have
Right.
another skill is essentially like appraise.
Ooh, how valuable it is.
It's not necessarily how valuable it is. I mean, maybe that's like part of it, but like it doesn't work like detect where you automatically, but you can essentially like any material. It's more of a like, it's not a thing you can do instantaneously, but like more like you can study something in a lab and like learn a whole bunch about it. You could, if you like appraise right away, you might learn a couple things, but appraise is something that would also like get better over time the longer you had an object.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try appraising now. This IP.
So the thing you learned right away, or make a here. I'll make a. What's your? I guess you get a plus. What do you get for?
Like 4 or something here? I guess I can.
Yeah, 4.
Nice.
I can do it for you.
Oh, great. Yeah, I get very distracted using my iPad.
Okay, you rolled a 20. You got a 24.
What?
First of all, so like this is a mummified phone.
Ooh, our first mummified phone. Spooky.
You know right away that like to be able to, so like you're able to tell right away that this mummified phone has been here for like a day, maybe like between 1 and 3 days is what you're able to tell, which is kind of scary because that's like a pretty powerful spell, and also means like an intern somewhere has been trapped for several days in intern purgatory and can't return to the rest of the Tough Guy Mountain corporate HQ.
What's the time dilation between the two dimensions again? It's longer in this world than it is in Intern Purgatory? Or
Oh,
that
right.
what you're saying?
Right, because Intern Shmee was Intern Shmee spent a year doing something that you guys felt took it like a day.
Right. But this yeah, you're saying that this phone has been left here for a day, but it means that the intern has been in purgatory for a longer time?
Yeah,
Whoa, for like a year.
maybe.
Wow.
I don't think the time is definitely not on a fixed variable. It's a little bit more psychedelic than that.
Variables.
Interesting. Well, what else do I learn about the phone? Like what it contains?
You can't tell what it contains, but you feel very confident that if you had this phone, if you were able to study this phone for a chunk of time, that you'd probably be able to take all of its IP.
Okay.
In fact, with your 20 on your appraise, you're actually able to extract 3 pieces of IP, but you can't figure out what they are. Like you'll need to figure that out later.
Oh, okay. Huh.
If you want to do that.
What's my battery like?
It's a great question, Kat. So Cashew checks her battery, and Jonathan, you just see her look up at you in shock.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And then Cashew begins to fade.
What?
And then both of her own and the peripatetic she just gathered drops on the floor.
Whoa.
As Cashew, is there any last thing you want to say to intern Johnny before you disappear?
Remember me and those grapes.
But you haven't fed me any grapes yet.
One day I'll feed you grapes.
I like how he said yet. That's nice.
Yes.
I'm going to say I don't understand.
We're a very confused bunch of interns.
Yeah. It's a confusing world that these interns live in.
I'll gather up all of the devices.
Yeah, so intern Johnny, you're now by yourself with 3 peripatetics in a room,
holding,
and the door is closed.
There's a door on the other side, though? Is that what's over here?
Yeah, there's doors on both sides, but you seem locked in again.
Oh, what's going on Cashew's peripatetic?
It's dead.
What? No key phone. Oh, weird.
How much power do I have left in my phone, in my device?
Oh, great question. I love it. Like way less than you should have. Like considering the number of spells you cast, you intern Johnny are like, why is my battery so low? Like you cast like what, like 2 spells? Like you're at like, you should be at 90%. You're at like 22%.
Something's draining that battery.
Yeah, what if it's like generating the hologram around us using our phone's batteries or something? Is there any?
Really good guess.
That's some good coding logic.
Can I diagnose the situation in any way because nothing is based on code?
Well, you can't detect the code on a hologram, but there might be more than holograms in this entire space.
Yeah.
Like okay, holograms could not drain your battery. Like that doesn't make any sense, right? Like how could your peripatetic doesn't have like a brain that could be tricked by a hologram, so it couldn't be tricked into thinking the battery was dead. So something else is happening. You were able to deduce this with your giant coder brain.
Can I roll a coding check or like a coding version of a perception check?
Yeah.
And should I add my coding
definitely
bonus?
Dude, you just got to code hard right now.
Code harder than you've ever coded in your life.
My fingers faltered, I think.
You are you made a computational error and cannot figure out the answer to your question.
No.
At least you can try again in a round. So I'm going to jump over to Sam now, but I'm going to leave you with like knowledge that like you don't know that there's not code going on. You know that you made a computational error, so you should probably try again. You are sitting in a room with 2 dead phones, one of which you saw die before your eyes. Kat, I'm also going to just let you know that you wake up in Intern Purgatory. So you're going to keep playing. Like when we go back to you on the next round, you've now woken up inside Intern Collective in your cubicle, and you're the only we'll go. Actually, Kat, I mean maybe just to keep the romance in the air. You enter the peripatetic, and you're not alone in the peripatetic.
I've entered the peripatetic.
Sorry, you entered the intern collective. Also, guys, I changed the name of the intern collective. I got a fun name for the intern collective. If you guys remember when you guys were all sharing one body, it's called a COCO.
What?
Wow.
It stands for Combined Consciousnesses Cohabitate.
Whoa.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. So that's it. So I'm not going to say intern collective anymore. I'm going to say COCO. When I say COCO, that's what it is. Anyways. So Kat, you enter intern COCO, and intern CO is inside intern COCO, like doing something. I don't know. He seems like he's like at the computer or something like that. So you're now sharing consciousness with intern CO for a short period of time. We'll come back to that on your next turn. We'll go over to lonesome intern Stan.
I need to go to the bathroom if you guys all want to pee into like a cup or something for me.
Cool. So
the only reason we have to pee into a cup is because when Ian leaves, the universe ceases to exist. So we need to do something to manufacture some reality.
Even when the universe stops existing, we'll still have to pee. That's the message that we want everyone to know. So Sam, you are now back to being intern Stan from 20 episodes ago.
That's right.
Since leaving the intern group, you saw your friends briefly when you saw them battle at the docks. If you remember that both intern Stans were there for the battle against intern Clutch and her group at the docks, and you were running errands with intern CO between intern Paradise, and you didn't really know what was going on. It all seemed like a bunch of fancy stuff, powers beyond your control. You felt kind of manipulated by both intern CO and intern and the bad stands, but since the bad stands are the ones who stuck you like trapped by yourself for a long time in the bad stand hive mind, you're probably resentful towards them, but I relinquished control of that decision making to you. You seem to trust intern CO a little bit more, not trust him, but think he could at least get you out of your position. But now you found your own way out of your position, but now you kind of took your shot and got back at your old nemesis yourself,
right?
Your old nemesis, you. But now you're just in a room facing some big, scary-looking brand that's making you feel awful, and you're like, "Oh, what do you do now?" Like you have no context for the environment you're in. You're just in a room. You see a door. You see a brand with another door behind it, and you're just like, "Okay, what do you do?"
Wow.
I would like to create a virus to give the brand that's attacking me a very, very long brand workshop that is very, very long and boring and doesn't go anywhere and doesn't really help, but is just sort of like, a workshop that can be done in the corner out of my way so that I can, escape the room.
All right, roll that Vire check and assume you're the same level as your other self, so +4.
12.
Okay, here's what happens, just because this is sort of a specific thing based off your environment, not just your role. You produce a virus. It looks like a little devil in a suit that with little spectacles. They're like the kind of spectacles that just sit on your nose. They don't wrap around your ears.
Right.
But he doesn't really seem to have a nose. His face is kind of flat with maybe a bit of a beaky shape, but the glasses really just seem to float there. He's got little horns. He's sort of like this green, gray, hard to focus on little blob gaseous shape, and he he looks like he's going to do what you said he was going to do. He's going to, so he turns towards the brand and with no fear of it begins to give some sort of a workshop about brands. And he says, like, you know, as a brand, you can be broken down into 4 primary elements and an infinite number of sub-elements. And then, but as he's doing that, and while he's doing this, you feel all the effects of that brand stop affecting you. So you have all your normal courage and assertion, or, you know, whatever that intern Stan had. He is not feeling like his friends have abandoned him at all. He's conscious of that as a thing with the brand, and he feels all that vanish. But then you see that virus kind of get sucked into the floor and disappear. The brand facing you seems momentarily stunned and will like not affect you over the next round, but you feel like the virus just kind of like got sucked out of nowhere and isn't nearby anymore.
Great.
Do you instinctively have something else you want to do now?
So is there another door? Is that door also locked?
No, not here. You haven't tried it.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of push past the brand here and try the other door.
He just walks right through it. Okay, yeah, you do get through that door actually.
All right. I would like to leave.
So roll a perception check.
I'd like to get out of this bad situation and into a better one.
I don't know what's going on, but I know I'm in a bad situation. You got a 14. All right, Sam, you see a peripatetic lying on the ground.
Okay. I put it in my pocket, but I do not investigate it.
We're racking them up.
Oops, sorry, I didn't actually open this up. There we go. There's you and your peripatetic, and I guess let's return to the cool girl squad.
I like it.
Me too.
Kirsten, Milady, and Shmi. And yeah, which I'll say, you like Maya, you were not able to disbelieve the door. It's funny. I feel like the hologrammer sometimes is kind of like you like live in the Matrix sometimes. Like right now you live in the Matrix and you know the best that you live in the Matrix, but it's still like hard to do things like run through walls.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm like doing a pump up thing, and then like, because I've already tried this a couple times, it's actually like given me a couple extra points of believing in it. So just consider that when I'm about to roll.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've seen Curse go through it, so
yeah. Add 4. Remember, don't forget to add 4 to the roll.
Okay. So it's basically like a Murdy through. It's pretty good.
The worst thing you can hear is Maya saying it's pretty good.
I live for Maya's rolls, but I live Maya's rolls between 5 and 10 are just the best.
You know what?
Not a 0, not bad.
You know what we should really do with the footage like that's stored on YouTube? We should just make a highlight reel every time Maya says pretty good, and like show that clip with the roll she got, because it's like always between like 5 and 8. Like that's like the like 3 and 8 or 2 and 8. She was like pretty good. I bet there's like we have like at least 18 of them at this point.
Yeah, we could sync it. Yeah. I mean, we have transcripts for all of them, so easily synced.
Oh, true. We can find like the timestamps for it. Great.
Maya's report cards in real life are like 50%. 50+. Like, oh, pretty good.
Yeah, it's like her mom never asks to see the report card. She just asks her when she comes home what she got. She says, pretty good, and walks upstairs to her room. And so her mom just knows pretty good.
Okay, but think about it. Like, it's not a bad score. I've already seen them go in. Like, it might as well just go in.
So
Think about who I am.
If you because you're a hologrammer, you do get to try this a few times.
Exactly.
I'd also like to add, if you can succeed at it, if you could decide to make a new procedure at that bonus level that allows you to walk through holographic walls easier in the future. You if you can figure out how to walk through the walls, you could store it as a spell.
Okay, I'm
this
gonna
is
do that.
you getting extra tutoring after your D+ report card.
Curse. So you just watched Shmi, the hot goblin girl, just sort of back up, pump herself up a little bit, run at the door and body check it, and just bounce right off and kind of fall on her butt and get back up like it was no big deal. But anyways, the ball is in your court if you would like to take the mic.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna just first, as my reaction, just shake my head and be like, wow, she got really hot, but she must have traded in those looks for a bit of brains.
Fair trade. I'll do it again.
I will do it over and over again until I have perfect.
I'll increase it.
Yeah.
She would make that, but yeah, who wouldn't make that trade,
Yeah.
We
all are trying to achieve smooth brain bimbo-fication.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I create some virality that loosens up the walls? Some kind of wall-eating virus?
Well,
I'm open to I'm open to whatever you come up with. It's you probably know at this point it's a holographic door.
Yeah.
Trying to infect it with a virus would probably yield unpredictable results. It would be hard to just undo a hologram with a virus. Unless you have a really specific idea.
Can I just give interns Shmi a pep talk?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Give a pep talk, make a people skills check. The result of your people skills check will be turned into a bonus on intern Shmi's next attempt.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, look, intern Shmi, I know you're having a bit of trouble right now, but look at you. You are just so hot. Look at your body. Aren't you just feeling yourself?
Yeah.
If you put your mind to anything, I'm sure you can do it. Just feel how sexy and curvy you are and just walk right through this wall and feel it melt like butter. And believe in yourself. Because, Milady Green Vapors gets a little crusty, but you know how much she counts on you to tell her where to show you the way to go.
True.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, Maya, on your next, if you're going to try again.
I already tried again.
Oh, that's you rolled before, Esther?
Yeah.
Oh, I just rolled a 15 on my people skills.
Yeah, I can see. I'm looking
sorry.
at it. So you already rolled an 18.
Yeah, which is basically a 25 with Esther's pep talk.
Esther's pep talk, is going to add a plus
5.
7.
Whoa.
And my only question is for you, what is your actual physical action? Or do you drag intern Curse with you? Do you just run at the door as hard as you can? Describe what you do.
I just walk boop first through the wall.
Okay, you get through the wall. Great. Intern Curse is still on the other side.
Wait, what? I thought you. Wait. I think I'm confused. I thought she was already on the other side.
No, she's. We look at the map.
Oh. Oh, okay, wait. I take that back because I didn't understand the situation. I say, let's stand next to me. We're both going to go boop first and through the wall.
Okay, sure.
You ready? I link arms.
Curse?
Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, with the link arms, and we're going to like go like this through the wall, closing our eyes.
Okay. That sounds perfect.
Okay.
All right, so you guys do, and you find the Lady Green Vapors on the other side where there is another door, but I'm just going to let you guys keep walking through.
Okay.
Now you find yourself in a room. Wait, let me reveal areas. And at the center of this room, so there's access to this room in every direction. You see the room is kind of like Gothic architecture, and there's there's gargoyles all in the walls, and in the middle of the room there's also a gargoyle, but if you look closer you realize it's like those aren't gargoyles, those are all this and the image of the same woman that you just saw the hologram of, and that cursed you saw the security intern that intimidated you guys on the surface. Her name's Intern Carpet. This is like a giant, beautiful statue of Carpet in the middle of the room, surrounded by walls encrusted by other statues of Carpet. It's like a carpet temple.
Wow.
Scary.
Remember how earlier, Curse, you tried to bring sexy selfie succubus into the so out of one of the rooms on the right, sexy selfie succubus appears, but her eyes are out of focus and she doesn't look under control of her own actions.
Whoa.
Now, do you guys also remember that Sam earlier cast a virus to distract the brand, and it was like a little weird gas goblin demon in a suit with little spectacles?
Yeah.
You haven't seen that before, but I'm just bringing up the description so I don't have to make it again. Walks out the other door and also looks like has no control over themselves. So 2 viruses walk into the room.
That's scary.
And there's this statue in the middle of it. And that's the end of your guys' turn.
Sexy selfie succubus is already kind of unhinged too, so we don't want her to be fucked up.
Yeah, she's peak unhinged right now. I believe. Wait, who do we? I think now we go back to Kat and John, right? We just did. Sam was.
Well, I'm all by myself. No.
Yeah, but we're still gonna do your guys' turns together. I mean, it's now just the round where each of you can do whatever you want. Who wants to go first?
I want to do the same thing I did last time, which was the.
Oh right, you were trying to determine the code.
Check. But now with my knowledge of the mistake, I won't make the same mistake I made last time. Oh, but I made a different mistake.
You're just like, God damn it, I can't hack it. So Kat, you're down in the Coco, and Intern CEO is in there as well.
So does it look like a cubicle?
This is like,
so
you can decide to visualize this in 2 ways. You can decide that you either are just Intern Collective and you're seeing out of Intern Collective, and you just see the cubicle and you feel the mental presence of Intern CO, or if you wanted, you can picture it like you were sitting in a room that was the mecha pilot cockpit, and you're sitting next to Intern CO, and you both have controls over it, but you're looking out the window and you can see the cubicle.
Wow.
So you're whether you want to be the mecha or be the pilot of the mecha is up to you for however you want to think about it.
Well, I'm gonna ask, how did I get back here?
To Intern CEO?
Intern CEO, yeah.
Oh, hi. Nice to see you. I guess. Well, I guess I'm going to guess that you ran out of batteries if you're here and you don't know why you're here and you didn't come here on purpose. You probably ran out of batteries. And he goes back to like typing at some sort of console if you can see him or you can feel him typing at a console in his mind.
But aren't I just supposed to go back to the intern common room when I run out of batteries?
No, you're not remembering it right. You always still start back here in the cubicle, and then you can like click on something and go out the door, and you can get to the intern common room like through the stairs at the door. But you always start back here by yourself. We always come back to being by ourselves, except when you're here with me in this thing.
Yeah,
so you're not by yourself right now.
How come you're here right now? I don't remember you being part of our co earlier.
Oh, I'm definitely not. I was just looking at something, I guess. And yeah, I just wanted to look at something. And I'm going to go in a sec, and you can do your thing. Sorry if this is weird or whatever.
Oh no, it's cool. What was your name again?
You can call me Intern CO.
Oh, cool. Nice to meet you, CO. I'm Intern Cashew. I think our names start with the same letter.
Yeah, we've met like 4 or 5 times, but like, yeah, it's cool if you don't remember that. Like, I remember it though, but it's fine if you don't.
Intern CEO is like possibly the like arch villain of our universe, but no one ever remembers him. Is also a problem that he has. It's like the super villain that wants to be a super villain, but like everybody's very forgettable for some reason.
If only you remembered who I was, you would feel menaced by me right now.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there? Spying? Well, all right, as long as you lock up when you go.
He never feels nefarious necessarily. It just feels like very focused and kind of. But he always comes across as kind of cute. I hope. I picture him as being kind of cute, but like maybe scary. I don't know.
Yeah, he could. I'm not saying he is the bad guy. He just could be because he's sort of everywhere.
Definitely.
I was saying to Intern CEO, oh man, my bad. I've had kind of a rough couple of days. As you can tell, I ran out of batteries, so I'm sorry about that. How about, is there a way for me to like add you to my iDialogue so we could like make it so that, you know, next time we run into each other, I won't make this mistake again?
Totally happy to add you on iDialogues. I'm doing it right now. I've actually already done it with one other member of your intern group, and they've never emailed me once, but that's fine. Like, I haven't emailed them either. I'm just saying, like, you know, use it or lose it, I guess.
I just have such a hard time remembering anyone if they're not added to my iDialogue.
So relatable. For the record, Kat, Intern CEO at this point, he was the guy who gave you a coverall in like the first episode.
Yeah, I remember that part.
And then he was like, kept being at Intern Paradise, and he was on the Isle of the Bad Stands, but like you don't know why he was on the Isle of the Bad Stands.
Yeah, but I thought I was did I see him in that one? I don't know.
I think you saw him like having a meeting, but didn't like find out what they were saying in the meeting. But he was meeting with like some sort of like Bad Stands higher ups. He also like deliberately tricked you guys into thinking that he was Intern Crass, and ran you through like an introspective journey where you had to like fight your own brands, and then your brands became sentient at the end of that.
That was Intern CEO?
Yeah, all of that was Intern CEO. I just wanted to give you the context so you know like who you're in a room with right now. Like what Jonathan was saying, just to like bolster that, like, yeah, he might be the main bad guy of the whole thing, or he might, who knows, but he's definitely like a significant nefarious figure for all of you at this point.
Oh man, I am not high functioning enough right now to be able to ask probing questions to dear Intern CEO.
Yeah, there's no obligation to do so. He's just there if you want to say hi.
Maybe he'll answer on my iDialogues.
Yeah, you can email him later. So he does. He looks at you and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go. Good luck with everything. Like, and yeah, totally. Shoot me an eye dialogue at any point, and then he like starts. He like the intern collective walks towards the door, and opens it up, and you feel intern CO leave and walk up the stairs to the cubicle, but you are now alone in the Cococo.
Can I go check out what he was doing? Is there any if I'm inside the mech, is there like papers or screens or something?
So he was in the mech like tapping away at a thing, but in reality the Cococo is actually just sitting at the computer at the desk in the cubicle. He was just kind of like motioning so he could control Intern Cococo to do it.
Oh, so what did he have on the computer in the cubicle?
It seems like he covered his tracks. Whatever he did.
Can I do an IP check to try
Definitely. Yep.
Can
Want me
you
to roll it? Yeah.
Yes, please.
20 plus. Oops. Yeah, you're not able to tell what he was doing. However, as you go to the computer, you realize you have, in your iDialogues, you have everyone in the groups, like everyone in your intern group. So you can still actually talk to people and connect with them and even video chat with them, for example. So if you wanted to call one of them right now, you could actually be linked with them through the cubicle.
Ooh, okay. I'd like to call intern Johnny to let him know that I'm okay, because it was kind of scary that I disappeared.
Cool.
Aww.
Jonathan, you get a notification that your iDialogues says intern Kathy's trying to video chat.
I pick it up and say hello.
Hey, I'm so glad you picked up. I'm sorry, that was like totally weird, but I just wanted to let you know that I was okay, because I know you saw that Kathy like disappear with her neck cut just like moments before I like disappeared, but like I'm actually fine. I'm in the Cococo.
Oh, I knew that had nothing to do with you disappearing.
Oh, I just I thought you might be worried or something.
No, I understood what was going on. It's fine. I'll see you back in the common room.
Oh, wait, how are you getting back in the common room? Aren't you like stuck?
Yeah, I was actually just going to try to get some work done while I was stuck here. Well,
I think this is what I find most adorable of this situation is like, Kat, it's been a long time since you've been able to simp for Jonathan, and this is like a chance for you to like honeymoon again.
Simp sim. A simp simulator.
Well, like, do you need, can I help you in it anyway? Because, like, I'm at the computer here, and, like, I don't know, maybe I don't know how the reception was. I can't remember it back down.
Maybe you could look up how a hologram could steal battery power from your device.
Okay, I'm gonna enter that exactly into Stack Overflow.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll like from Kat's computer, I'll let her like search up ways to give you a bonus on code on your next attempt.
Okay. Nice.
And now we'll jump back to Stan.
I think we have to go to sleep. I think we have to go to sleep soon.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna try to stop before 12:30.
Okay. Nice.
Sorry. 11:30. So in like 10 minutes. We can stop now because like I don't have like a specific.
No, I think one more. Whenever like us go and then everyone else goes, that'd be nice. But
yeah, I can listen to everybody else. I just if
I don't have to act again.
I can't.
I think Sam went last, so if we finish with Sam, that will be like everyone will have had the same screen time. Sam.
Screen time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in the room with the phone.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Well, I'm gonna go Left.
Like, you're gonna try to go through that door?
Yeah.
It's locked.
Okay, I'm gonna go south.
Yeah, there's no door there for some reason that I can't remember.
So that I would have a direction to go in.
Yeah, there's a door there on the right, which in theory would be the same room that you couldn't get into on the other thing, but it's also locked. And there's doors here and here.
Okay.
But again, they're all locked. Actually, sorry, that one's not locked. No, wait, let me see. Nope, neither of them are locked.
Okay. I'm gonna go left.
Into here?
Again. Yeah.
Okay, you walk into some sort of like strange room. It looks like it's divided into like 4 different cubicles, and there's pits on the ground. And the pits all seem to be like they're sucking stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of them looks very different. Like even though they're all like pits on the ground sucking stuff in, the like energy or whatever in each of them seems like alien to each other. Like they're 4 very different things.
Right.
You might be able to tell something about one of those things or multiple of those things.
Okay. I would like to check. I can't check brand.
No, only buyer.
Yeah. Okay. I'll check for Vire energy coming from one of them.
Yeah. You can tell that this one is completely Vire. Do you see that there?
Yep.
And yeah, it's like it's doing something to attract viral energy or like magnetize viral energy or transport viral energy around.
Okay.
You could roll another Vire check to unveil more if you roll higher.
No.
Yeah, you can't tell what it does.
Okay. I'm going to go through the door on the other side.
Cool. To keep things in real time, when you do that, you roll a perception check, and Maya and Esther roll a retroactive perception check.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I just forgot my score. Okay.
That's all good. 13,
Not
Maya.
bad. This one's not bad, right? Actually, not bad.
It's like slightly above average.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And Maya, you got a 4. Okay,
Yeah.
so out of the
Not
3
bad.
of you, we're gonna wrap this in a second, and we'll start on Sam's turn next time. But as you tumble at the door, you don't see anyone. Maya, you don't see anyone. Esther, as you were walking confidently, chest first through the door with intern Shmi, you looked back and saw intern Stan stumble into the room for like a split second. So as soon as you crossed the threshold, you knew that intern Stan was right behind you guys.
Oh, it's intern Stan. He's right behind us.
Intern Stan, you now hear on the other side of the door to the right of you, I guess, or the north of you, you hear intern Curse's voice, and you have not heard intern Curse's voice in a long time.
I was about to say it's been about 20 episodes.
Yeah. No, but you saw her on the docks that time, but she didn't see you.
Right.
So she
Isn't
thinks
it nice to hear my voice again?
you don't know that he hasn't seen you in a long time.
I know. That was my
Okay.
meta joke.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was Esther. I'm not trying to tell Esther not to say those things. I'm just telling Curse not to say those things.
Yeah.
Esther has total freedom of speech, but intern Curse is it's strict rules on what she's allowed to say.
Intern Curse is a naughty little virus.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
So Shmi, you just heard Curse yelled that out. Stan, you did not see anyone, but you heard Curse's voice saying,
Right.
"Oh, it's intern Stan." All three of you can now act together, and then we'll finish it off. If you guys just want to hang out for a second on one side of the wall, or see if you can get Stan through the wall.
Oh yeah, we should try to get Stan through the wall. I
You're
was just
muted, Maya.
content to be like, oh hey, bye.
Maya, you're muted.
Oh, I was like, why is no one responding to me? I was yelling.
You're making amazing jokes, I bet.
I made a good joke.
Yeah.
Stan, it's us. Come on in. The water's great.
So there's like a wall there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm convinced that there's a wall there.
Well, it's a door, a locked door.
Oh, okay.
It's a hologram.
It looks like a locked door.
You just have to believe.
Do I just believe?
Do you want?
You can make a will save, but it will not work unless you roll like a 20. And you haven't commit. It's okay. You charged the door, and you bounced off the door. You don't hurt yourself though. You did fine. You gave a good body check. Kind of shook you a bit, but you're totally fine.
I don't think this is a hologram. I don't think there's any reason to believe that this would be a hologram.
Can I reach my hand out and grab him?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can reach your hand out. Okay. As soon as you touch him, Maya, I believe your last roll. I have to look back. It seemed to me rolled as Curse. Curse got a 16 and 4. Okay, so.
By the way, I can reach through walls now, so that's easy.
Sam, make another roll, and I'm going to add a bonus based off her last roll. You got a 2, which brings the whole thing to. I don't know. It's actually you come just one under the actual DC to beat it, and just for drama's sake, I'm going to say that means like that Stan gets pulled into the door. But Shmi can't pull him all the way through, and now Stan is just in the door halfway through, immobilized.
Oh no!
And that's just where we'll leave it off for like fun comedic effect.
Yeah, this is fun and comedic.
We always get ourselves into the wackiest situations.
I didn't get myself into this. I was grabbed and dragged into this.
Well, you did choose to swap out with your like alter ego, so
I tried not to.
It was a pretty passive decision on his part.
Yes, I guess I decided to do that as you, and then forced you to deal with the consequences. And you've just been on a little roller coaster since. But you know, you got. I don't know. I think you did good. You caught up with the group.
Thanks. Yeah.
You're not alone anymore for the first time in months, maybe years. Okay, we finished before 11:30. I didn't break any promises. And look, you guys want to try to play again on Thursday, and we'll try to finish this dungeon because you guys are really close.
Yay!
It was really fun hanging out with everybody again.
Yeah, very fun.
Absolutely. Great job,
Chase.
Ian. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Ian.
Thank you. That was great. Looking forward to doing this regularly again. Bye, guys.
Nice seeing everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.